Have you ever set your alarm for 5 in the morning, full of big plans, only to hit snooze and wake up at 8, feeling guilty? Maybe you heard that successful people wake up early. You might have tried it once, twice, maybe even 10 times, but always went back to your old ways. You tell yourself, I'm just not a morning person. I need my sleep. But what if I told you that the first hour of your day can change your whole life? What if one man's story proves that your future is decided before the sun even rises? This is a story about a man who had nothing until 5 in the morning became his secret weapon. Stay with me until the end, because this could be the wake-up call you have been waiting for. In a small factory town where machines hummed day and night lived a man named Thomas. He was 32 years old. Thomas worked as a night guard at a cloth factory. Every evening at 8 o'clock, he would walk to the gates. Every morning at 6 o'clock, tired and worn out, he would come home to sleep. His pay was barely enough. He lived in a tiny apartment, just one room, with a broken fan, a mattress on the floor, and one light bulb that flickered when the power was low. His clothes were old. His shoes had holes. But deeper than his money troubles, Thomas felt something worse. He felt stuck. Every morning, walking home past the sleeping town, he would see into other people's lives through their windows. Families ate breakfast together. Children got ready for school. Men in clean shirts headed to offices, and Thomas would think, is this my life forever? Going home while everyone else wakes up to chase their dreams? He tried to change. He applied for better jobs, but with only a basic school education, all doors stayed shut. He wanted to learn new skills, but after his night shift, he was too tired for anything but sleep. His mother, who lived in a village, called him once a week. "Thomas, my son," she would say, "when will your life get better? I am getting old. I want to see you do well before I die." Thomas forced himself to sound cheerful. "Soon, Mom, soon. I'm working on it." But he was not working on it, because he did not know how. The truth that bothered him most was this: he was not lazy. He worked hard every single night, walking many miles, staying awake, doing his duty. But hard work alone changed nothing. He worked hard in a life that was going nowhere. And every morning, when he fell into bed around 7, sleeping until 4 in the afternoon, he felt like he was living life backwards. The world moved forward while he slept. One thought kept coming back like a whisper he could not ignore. There must be another way. But what? One cold morning in November, on the Tuesday, Thomas's phone rang just as he left work. It was his sister. "Thomas, you need to come home. Mom collapsed. She is in the hospital." His heart stopped. He got on the first bus to his village, a 3-hour ride that felt like forever. When he arrived at the small village clinic, his mother lay in bed, weak but awake. The doctor said she passed out from being too tired and stressed. She needed rest, better food, and medicine they could not afford. His mother held his hand. Her voice was very low. "Thomas, I do not have much time left. Please, my son, do not waste your life like I wasted mine. Find a way. Promise me." Thomas sat by her bed long after she fell asleep. He looked at her wrinkled hands, hands that had worked in the fields for many years, just as he worked his nights. Both of them struggled, but went nowhere. Something inside him broke, not from sadness, but from anger. Anger at his own powerlessness. He walked out of the clinic into the dark dawn. It was 5 in the morning. The village was still asleep, but a few farmers were already walking to their fields. Birds began to sing. The air was cool and fresh, and in that moment, standing in the quiet dawn, Thomas made a choice. "No more," he whispered. "I will not live like this anymore. I do not care what it costs. I will find a way." On his way back to the town, on the bus, he noticed something. Across from him sat a man in his 50s, well-dressed, reading a book, calm. Thomas knew him. Mr. Chen, a successful businessman who owned several stores in the town. What surprised Thomas was the time. 6 in the morning. A successful man riding a regular bus at dawn. Thomas found his courage. "Excuse me, sir," he said. "Why are you on this early bus?" Mr. Chen looked up and smiled. "Because I wake up at 4:30 every morning. I use that time to read, to think, and to plan my day before the world wakes up." "But don't you need sleep?" "I go to bed at 9 o'clock at night. 7.5 hours. It is enough." Mr. Chen looked closely at Thomas's tired face. "Do you work nights?" "Yes, as a guard." "And when do you sleep?" "From 7 in the morning until about 4. Mr. Chen nodded slowly. "So you are awake when the world sleeps, and you sleep when the world works. It's no surprise that you are stuck." He leaned forward. "Young man, let me share a secret with you. It's a secret that changed my own life over 30 years ago. Do you feel stuck? Always behind while others move ahead? What if I told you there is a secret open to everyone, but known by only a few? The hours between 5 in the morning and 7 in the morning, these are magic hours. This is your chance to build the life you want while everyone else is still asleep." Thomas felt something stir inside him, something dangerous called hope. "But how?" he asked. "I work until 6 in the morning. I need my sleep." "Then change your sleep," Mr. Chen said. "Sleep when you get home at 6:30. Wake up at 11:30. That's 5 hours, enough to live on. Then live your real life when the world is awake. And if you can shift your day job, eventually, always wake up at 5 in the morning. That is the secret." Mr. Chen wrote his phone number on a card. "If you are serious about changing your life, call me. I will show you what to do with those morning hours. But only if you are serious, because it takes a kind of purpose that most people just do not have." The bus arrived at Thomas's stop. He looked at the card in his hand and made a promise to himself. "I will do this, starting tomorrow." That evening, Thomas did something he had never done before. He called Mr. Chen. The next day, at 11 in the morning, for the first time in many years, Thomas was awake during daylight hours on a weekday. He met Mr. Chen at a small cafe. Mr. Chen looked at him with approval. "You actually changed your sleep? Good. Most people just talk. You acted. Now, I will teach you what to do in the mornings." He took out a notepad and drew a simple picture. "Thomas, imagine your life is a house. Right now, your house is dark, cold, and falling apart. Why? Because you never work on the base. You are too busy just trying to survive." He drew a simple house. The hours from 5 in the morning to 7 in the morning. This is your foundation building time. While everyone else is still sleeping or just waking up, you are building the future. 2 hours every morning. That is 14 hours a week, 60 hours a month, 730 hours a year. He wrote the numbers clearly. That is the same as 91 full workdays, just by waking up early. In 1 year, you gained 3 extra months that everyone else spends sleeping. Thomas's eyes opened wide. 3 months? This is what you do with those 2 hours. Mr. Chen continued. These are not flexible. This is the system. Hour 1, from 5 in the morning to 6 in the morning. Build skills. You spend this hour learning something that will change your money life. No TV, no scrolling on your phone. Learn a skill, a language, a trade. Online classes are free now. YouTube has everything. You have no excuses. Hour 2, from 6 in the morning to 7 in the morning. Build your body and mind. 30 minutes. Exercise. Walk, run, stretch. Your body is your way to move around. If it breaks, you have nothing. 30 minutes. Read, plan your day, or use what you learned in the first hour. Thomas quickly wrote notes in a borrowed notepad. Mr. Chen added 3 rules. Rule number 1. No talking about it. You wake up at 5 in the morning every day, weekends too. No, just today I will skip. That is how you fail. Rule number 2. Go to bed by 9 in the evening. You cannot cheat sleep and succeed. Your body needs rest, but you decide when you rest. Rule number 3. The first week will be hell. Your body will hate you. Your mind will make excuses. Push through it. After 21 days, it will feel normal. After 90 days, this will be who you are. Mr. Chen looked seriously at Thomas. I give you 3 months. 3 months of waking at 5 in the morning, building skills in the first hour, building yourself in the second hour. In 3 months, come back to me. Show me what you have built. If you have truly done the work, I will help you find a better job. If you give up, do not bother to call. Success comes to those who show up, even when it is hard. Thomas felt the weight of the challenge, but also, for the first time in many years, he felt something else. Purpose. I will do it, he said. I will not give up. We will see, Mr. Chen said with a knowing smile. Everyone says that. The next morning, Thomas's alarm screamed at 5 in the morning. His whole body protested. His mind whispered, just 1 more hour. You are so tired. But he remembered his mother's face in the hospital, Mr. Chen's challenge, his own promise. He threw off the covers and stood up. The first week was torture. Thomas forced himself to wake up each morning. His body ached from lack of sleep. At 5 in the morning, while it was still dark, he sat at his small table with his phone, watching free Excel lessons on YouTube. His eyes burned. His mind wandered, but he did not stop. At 6 in the morning, he forced himself to walk around his neighborhood for 30 minutes. Then he read articles about accounting, a skill he decided to learn because every business needs it. By 7:30 in the morning, he fell into bed, sleeping until 2 in the afternoon. He got ready for his night job at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. This cycle just kept going. It was tiring. It was lonely. No one really got why he did it. But something shifted around day 20. One morning, Thomas woke up at 4:58 a.m. This was 2 minutes before his alarm. His body had adjusted. For the first time, he did not feel angry. He felt ready. His Excel lessons started to make sense. He was learning how to use formulas. He learned about looking at data. He also learned the main ideas of accounting. He got his first online certificate. Those early morning walks became something he looked forward to. Have you ever felt stuck? Like life is just passing by and you are watching from the side? You might be missing the strongest tool for change. The sun rising, the quiet streets. He felt like, while everyone else slept, he was building his life. By the end of the second month, Thomas had finished 3 online courses in accounting and Excel. He had lost weight because of his daily walks. His mind got sharper. His confidence grew. People at work noticed. "Thomas," they would say, "you look different, healthier. What changed?" He just smiled. "I am changing my life 2 hours at a time." In the third month, Thomas put his new skills to use. He made a simple Excel sheet to keep track of items in the warehouse. His company had never done this well before. He showed it to his boss. His boss was very impressed. "Thomas, how did you learn this?" "I wake up at 5 a.m. and teach myself." The news reached the warehouse manager and then the owner. On the 87th day of his 5 a.m. morning routine, his boss called Thomas into his office. "Thomas, we are making our accounting team bigger. We need someone who understands how our warehouse works and has basic accounting skills. The job is yours, if you want it. It's a day shift. The pay is twice what you make now." Thomas stood there, unable to speak. 3 months ago, he was a security guard with no hope, working nights. Now he was being offered an office job. "When do I start?" he finally managed to say. "Next Monday." That night, Thomas called Mr. Chen. "Mr. Chen, I did it. 90 days. I never missed waking up at 5 a.m. Today, I got promoted." There was a pause. Then Mr. Chen's voice came through, full of pride and warmth. "I knew you could. You had the look of a man ready to change. Now remember, do not stop waking up at 5 a.m. This is not a plan. This is your life now." "I will not stop. This is who I am now." 1 year later, Thomas was the main accountant at the company. He had saved enough money to bring his mother to the city. He could get her proper medical care. He rented a nice 2-bedroom apartment for her. Every morning at 5 a.m., he still woke up. Not because he had to, but because those 2 hours were sacred. During this time, he learned new computer programs, read business books, and planned his future. His co-workers would ask, "Thomas, why do you wake up so early? You have already succeeded." He would smile and say, "Success is not a place you reach. It is something you do every day, and mine starts at 5 a.m. My friend, Thomas's story proves something very powerful. Your life can change. Not someday, not when things get better. Right now, starting tomorrow morning at 5 a.m. Here is what most people do not get. The difference between where you are now and where you want to be. It is not talent. It is not luck. It is not even just hard work. It is how you use the time when everyone else is sleeping. Between 5 and 7 a.m., the world is quiet. No phone alerts, no meetings, no things to distract you. Your willpower is at its highest. Your mind is fresh. This is the time when you do the work that changes your path. Successful people know this. That is why bosses, athletes, and leaders wake up early. Not because they are superhumans, but because they know that to win the morning means to win the day. So here is your challenge, the same challenge Mr. Chen gave to Thomas. Step 1. Tonight, set your alarm for 5 a.m. Not 5:15, not 5:30, exactly 5 a.m. Put your phone across the room so you have to get out of bed to turn it off. Step 2. Decide what you will build in your first hour. A skill you need, a business idea, a certification course. Pick one thing, just one, and commit to it for 90 days. Step 3. Protect your bedtime of 9 p.m. You cannot wake up early if you go to bed late. Get rid of Netflix. Skip the endless scrolling. Sleep is not your enemy. Lost evenings are your enemy. I promise you this. If you wake up at 5 a.m. every day for 90 days and use those 2 hours with a clear purpose, your life will not be the same. You might not become a millionaire, you might not get a raise right away, but you will become a different person. Stronger, more disciplined, more capable. And that person can achieve anything. Thomas had nothing. No degree, no connections, no money. Only the choice to wake up early and build. You have more than he did. You are watching this video, so you have internet, learning, and chances. The only question now is, will you use these things, or will you hit the snooze button tomorrow? Will you then wonder, in 5 years, why nothing changed? If you are ready to join the 5 a.m. club, press the like button right now to show you mean it. Then leave a comment telling me what you will build in your first hour tomorrow. Let us keep each other honest. I will check the comments. Share this video with someone who says they want to change but never does. Maybe this is the push they need. And subscribe to this channel, because every week I tell stories of people who changed their lives and the exact steps they took. Remember Thomas's words, success is not a place you reach, it is something you do each day. And that practice starts tomorrow at 5 in the morning. Will you be awake? Your future self is waiting just past the alarm clock. Do not make them wait another day.